All right, guys. So, what happened? What in the world is going on? Why is this Saiyan Saga campaign, alongside this 100 million user celebration campaign, feel so empty? What is going on? Typically we get more events and more crystals, and it just doesn't seem to be there. Okay. Now, I'm going to be calculating some crystals with you guys of how much we can get with this brand new update. It's actually a lot more than you think, but I'll explain to you guys why it's kind of a false alarm, okay? But let me just give you guys a very quick answer to this. Why is this happening? What in the world is going on, right? What happened? Well, it's very simple. Before every single big celebration in Dragon Ball Legends, we see the exact same scenario happening. They reduce the amount of chrono crystals before big celebrations. It's very typical. Okay, the 6th anniversary for Dragon Ball Legends is just 6 months away. And like I said, I'll calculate with you guys really quick how much we can get with this brand new update. But don't forget, guys, when I say it's a false alarm, I really mean it. Now, there's a lot of stuff they didn't add. And let me just really quick go over with you guys what they didn't add with this brand new celebration or campaign. Now, they could be adding some stuff along, next week's update, but typically this is what we see happen during a brand new celebration. Okay, so first and foremost, no challenge battle. What is going on? Like, this was nice to see at the beginning of 2024. Of course, the last campaign for the Lumi Nemesis campaign, they also pumped the brakes on this. Okay, and where is the brand new tournament events that they usually have for celebrations, right? We saw the same thing for the Cell Saga campaign, the GT campaign, where it's permanent events that stays forever, where we can grab more crystals pretty much, right? Also, we got brand new worldwide missions, which is the missions where everybody comes together and just kind of does a simple task inside the game, and we could get rewards. Now, we can't get crystals from this where we typically would be getting crystals from this, okay? What else is going on here? No new Saiyan Saga missions that we typically get. Now, this only gives us 150 crystals, but this is just to prove my point that they're slowly reducing crystals all the way around before big celebrations. Like I said, the 6th anniversary, guys, is just 6 weeks away. Okay, pretty crazy stuff. So once again, no challenge battle. Okay, no tournament event that we typically get. No missions specialized for the Saiyan Saga campaign, and the worldwide missions don't give us crystals. Okay, now we could get some other rewards. I'm not saying we're not getting other rewards. We're still getting other rewards, but it's clear. It's very clear. I do this for a living. I calculate crystals for a living. Okay, now real quick, guys, let me just get back to this. Okay, so I'm going to do a very simple calculation with you guys on this one. I do want to mention once again that this is a false alarm. It might seem like a lot of crystals at first, but I'll explain why it's a false alarm, okay? Besides the events that we typically get that we that we don't have right now, right? Okay, so really quick, first things first is that we're going to calculate the daily login bonus. Very simple stuff, which is 70 crystals a day. Okay, so 70 crystals a day is something we typically get, or not a day, excuse me, a day. That would be pretty nice, right? 10 a day times 7, which is how I calculate my weekly chrono crystals guides. So that's 70 crystals, okay? Also, on the weekend, we can get 100 crystals, okay? So let's just book that in. Now, we're at 170, okay? Also, we have the Twitter campaign, which let's just say this week we got 100, and then we're going to get an extra 100 from the ongoing one right now, right? So let's just say 200 just to be safe for this week from the Twitter campaign, which is pretty nice, okay? Also, brand new Zenkai, the brand new Zenkai Fiku, right? So I'm actually pretty excited for this Fiku. I haven't tried them out yet. I'm going to try them out very soon, but 300 crystals. And by the way, this used to give out 700, but it's 300 now, but that's just far gone. So we're at 670, okay? Now this is very small, but I'm going to calculate it anyways. We also got a brand new unique equipment for the UI Goku, which by the way kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But here we can get 10 crystals. I know it's not a lot, but I'm just doing my job. Anyways, so we have that. Also PvP, okay? So PvP typically, if you rank, let's just say top 10,000, right? Very easy. You could get anywhere from like 1,000 to 1,200, including the group stages. Also, including that, we have the whatchamacallit. We have the missions, right? Or the I'm so sorry, the extra crystals from the shop. So let's just say 1,500, right? Is what you guys can get. Okay. And this is where the false alarm comes from, guys. So typically speaking, the PvP and tournament power is separated, and with it being, which is basically where our big crystals come from, like 1,500. That's a whopping amount of crystals, right? So anything coming into the game is what I calculate. But this week we also have Tournament of Power, which usually it doesn't fall under the same week. So Tournament of Power, we can also get 1,500 with the missions, the last stage, the first time, the group stage rewards and stuff like that, right? Or the season rewards. So it's an extra 1,500. And that's where the false alarm comes from, guys. And I'll come back to this false alarm right after I finish calculating this rest of the stuff really quick. Adventures gives us 50, okay? So let's just book in 50. And then after that, we also have, let's just say, weekly stamps gives us 500, right? On average. Now we're at 4,200. And final thing here is Let's Fight also gives us a few crystals, like 100 to 200, give or take. Let's just round up to 200 to be, I don't know. Let's just be safe, round up, right? So we're at 4,430. Okay. Now this seems like a pretty good week, but typically this is where the false alarm comes from, guys. Typically this happens when we don't have TOP or we don't have PvP coming out at the same time. This is what we should get. So technically speaking, if we just minus 1,500, which is what would without, let's just say, Tournament of Power or PvP, okay? So typically we're not even at 3,000, guys. We're not even at 3,000. Now you could round up to 3,000 because we still have those spin the wheels. So let's just book in an extra 100 per week, okay? So let's just say 3,000, okay? But this is super low. I think anything above 4,000 is really bad. Now, like I said, it is a false alarm because we can add an extra 1,500 onto the mix, right? Which is the false alarm. So it's 4,500, technically speaking, right? Which would be good if we didn't have both seasons ranking. So basically, okay, let me explain to you guys something. Next week, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, but we're not going to have TOP and we're not going to have PvP reset at the same time, or actually at all. So it's going to be minus 3,000 next week. So all we're going to have next week is probably Battle Royale. We're probably going to have something around this, like 1,500 to 2,000. So once again, I've been playing this game since day one. I've seen this happen before. Every single big events, celebration, such as the Legends Festival and Anniversary, it's very typical. 6 weeks away, guys. It's going to snap by extremely quick, okay? Extremely quick. So yeah, and by the way, these missions here don't give out crystals anymore, right? And if we just go back here, the missions, we're not getting any special missions for the Saiyan Saga campaign like we typically would, okay? And yes, we're getting some Twitter missions as well, but it's nothing too crazy. By the way, guys, don't fall for these bait banners, especially this Broly banner here. But the banner formation for this Goku and Bark, I'm surprised they still kept this because it's by far one of the worst banner formations we can possibly get. And yeah, save your crystals. 6 weeks is right around the corner, guys. We're probably going to get something really crazy for May, June, and July. So you have 3 months. Now, I want to emphasize one last thing here before I let you guys go. So the 6th anniversary will be giving us a lot of crystals, okay? So this is where it comes in. This is why they nerf these crystals also prior, like 6 weeks prior as to right now. So let's just say when the anniversary gets released, we're going to get reviews and stuff. Toshi's probably going to announce a way to get 10,000 crystals right off the bat. But this kind of gets diminished because they're nerfing crystals before, like now, right? So I'm warning you guys, next week will be a low chrono crystal count. I'm warning you guys already, okay? Because we're not going to have the TOP or PvP season reset. So next week is going to be pretty brutal. And I'll keep you guys updated daily here. But stay tuned for next week's chrono crystals, guys, guide. Because it's going to be a nightmare to deal with. But yeah, guys, save, stay hydrated, stay blessed, and stretch. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.